What is going on there, everyone? Well, someone needs to tell AOC her ignorance is showing once again. Oh, Twitter was on fire over this. AOC gets confused trying to sign up for Obamacare. Demands complete government takeover. Yep, good job, AOC. You've pointed out, first, that the government is pretty inept at, creating a website, first off. Second off, they're pretty inept at healthcare in general. This is why you don't want government healthcare. It's muddled pretty bad. And then demands government takeover. AOC, do you not see how difficult and confusing the situation was for you? That's what happens when the government gets involved, right? And now you want a complete government takeover of healthcare. God, I wish I had your brain for just 5 minutes, for I could try to make the connections you make with things, because it's pretty weird, pretty strange. Let's get into the story. In a series of tweets, the New York Democrat complained that gold-level Obamacare, the really nice stuff, a government-subsidized perk of her office, required her to shop for a policy on an exchange. She deemed it absurd that she was forced to choose between 66 complex financial products. That's good. Choice is good, AOC. I know you're a socialist and you don't believe in choice or freedoms of individuals or individualism at any level. I get that. But isn't choice good? Isn't that how you generally get to save money when shopping for insurance? Is you get to make choices based on your individual needs, your income, all kinds of things. Complaining that there is choices is borderline retarded behavior. Choices are good. I don't get it. But alright. She did get ate up on Twitter, thank goodness for this. Ocasio-Cortez went on to conflate her problems with those of all Americans, declaring we need Medicare for all. I'm an American and I disagree. We don't need to take our expensive yet very good quality healthcare and make it very cheap and very bad quality healthcare. Look at a lot of the bigger nations that have tried universal healthcare. Their healthcare system is in shambles now. People are dying in waiting lines for very simple procedures. It's sad. You have a lot of the people in countries like Canada and all these others with these universal type healthcares, government run healthcares, that come to America to get procedures done for they don't die waiting. And that's true. Very true. Just ask Steven Crowder. He'll tell you, because he was Canadian. The progressive congresswoman and advocate of free stuff, I love how they say free stuff, just because I know it burns her up inside, apparently had in mind Senator Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All plan, under which all Americans would receive insurance from a single government-run plan. No thinking required. And that's just what socialists like. No thinking. Ay, ay, ay. Ocasio-Cortez has endorsed the proposal along with independent senators' Democratic presidential bid. However, after wrapping up her public mockery and disparagement of Obamacare on Twitter, Ocasio-Cortez urged her constituents to sign up for the program, saying, "Yes, it's a pain, but it's worth it." Shut up, AOC. Everything you say is moronic. You complain, but then say, yeah, go for it. It's fine. Okay. She also took a moment to address moderate Democrats' criticism that she and other supporters of the single-payer health insurance are putting Obamacare at risk with utopian fantasies and a fully socialized replacement. Yeah, that was one of the biggest fears us conservatives had during the whole initial Obamacare situation when Obama was in office. It's inching. It was trying to inch us towards socialism. It was also deemed unconstitutional by the individual mandate, which I was hoping would annul the whole situation, but it didn't for some reason. But it did put it on the back burner. So that, I mean, I guess is one good thing. Oh, yeah. I know some folks are bristling at the fact that I am pointing that out, but we have to acknowledge that the reality so we can move forward together, she said. Shut up. You want to move forward? Stop trying to put the government in control of everything. That's a good way to move forward. Put more power in the citizens' hands. If the citizens want to sit there and gripe and complain, oh well. You know, you're a citizen. You should be responsible and have some accountability. You know, I love stating the fact that people don't have self-accountability that much about anything anymore. But yeah, self-accountability. It's your health, and it's your health care. Therefore, you take care of it. You sign up for your own health care. You pay for your health care. There you go. Health care. There you go. It's not a human right, as a lot of these progressives like to say. Sorry, but you have to pay for the services of someone who went to college for 4 to 8 years, or however long. I think it's 8 years or something like that to become a doctor or whatever. But yeah, you have to pay for their services. For them to render you services, you have to pay them, because you know they went to college and all this stuff and got all their degrees to be able to treat you. So yeah, it makes sense the way it's set up. Sorry, it's not a human right. If you have to depend on the services of someone else, it's not a right. That just seems like a common sense way of thinking about everything. But we are talking about progressives. Common sense seems to have flown out the window very fast. In keeping with moderate democratic fears, though, conservative Twitter users swooped in to dunk on former President Barack Obama's signature policy achievement, aka the Affordable Care Act 2010. Wow, Obamacare sure is a mess, trolled Red State blogger Stephen Miller. Other commenters slammed Ocasio-Cortez as spoiled for complaining about having too many health insurance options, with some comparing their own Obamacare experience unfavorably to hers. Well, and it's not even just that. She is spoiled rotten. Government officials in general are spoiled rotten. You realize we don't even, or they have like a pharmacy up there on Capitol Hill that is private, and they get whatever they want. They ask and they shall receive. It's crazy how the elites really get to feel and act like elites. You know, even though they try to sit here and say, especially people like AOC and these progressives, we're going to tear down the elites, you know, fight the power, blah, blah, blah. BS. They love it up there. They were welcomed with open arms to be elitist. They're not going to try to fight the power because they are the power now. And they like it. Especially these progressives. They love the power. They love the limelight. It's sad. It's very sad what they've done to politics. It's sad what Twitter has done to politics. I mean, come on. Libertarian commentator Aaron Peake deadpanned, "I'm sorry this is happening to you." I kind of like that one because it's short, simple, and sweet. "I knew you were dumb, but this is a whole new level," said Caleb Hull, a social media strategist. One of the relatively few users to voice support for Ocasio-Cortez's takedown of Obamacare was a self-described transsexual communist who observed insurance products are not health care. You're right. Insurance products are not health care, but you have to buy those in order to get health care. Big whoop. That's how things have always worked. Why? I don't understand these people, man. These young people. And they're people my age and below, and a little bit older than me. And it's so sad. It's so sad that everyone wants to be just what I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. People think they're so much more than they actually. People have this feeling of just they're so special. Why is this happening to me? Why is my life so rough? Why this, that, and the other? Why does no one else? Blah, blah, blah. What about you? What about you? Stop worrying about how everything else is against you or working against you, this, that, and the other. And think about yourself. Dig down deep and figure out what you're doing to make everything so bad for you. You know, stop blaming everyone else for your problems and worry about yourself. But I'm going to stop this video now because I'm just going to end up going into a bunch of tirades about socialists and millennials and all that stuff. But yes, something that the left and progressives want more than anything is government-run healthcare. Yet the government-run healthcare that their party got in seems to be a bit too complicated. But I think breathing in a rainstorm might be a bit too complicated for these type of people. They're pathetic. And these people are running our nation. They are in charge of getting real, meaningful things done. And really, honestly, since 2018, when these progressives were elected and brought in, not a whole lot has gotten done. Most, if not all, of their proposals have been shot down because they're ridiculous. And we just saw what happened in Britain with the conservatives crushing the liberals over there. That's a referendum. Let that be a warning to the Democratic Party and the progressives peddling these crazy socialistic ideas, taking all of your choice away. That's what they want to do. Take all your choice away and push government institution on everybody. Well, the British just overwhelmingly shot those ideas down. And I think we might see the same in 2020. People are going to vote for Trump. He's going to get 4 more years. And that should be a big wake-up call to the left. Will it? Doubtfully. Every time anybody tries to give them a wake-up call, it goes right over their head. It goes right over their head. They don't see it. They're falling apart and they're becoming pathetic as a party. Because like I've always said here recently is, they're not just one party, they're fractured. They are 2 parties fighting for viability as the Democratic Party. Oh well. As y'all keep falling apart, us conservatives and Republicans will keep solidifying. We will be the rock in which everyone else can lean upon. But as always, I'd love to hear your comments, because AOC ain't getting no smarter, that's for sure. And I'm pretty sure we're going to continue to see a deluge of just nonsensical BS coming out of the progressive wing of the left. But we will see. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all on the flip side.